Alrighty, so rhythm and stuff. Swinging away, percussion instrument, big range of motion. So fucking, like, when I'm strumming, I'm making it all the way down until like here and all the way up to here. And the thing is like, you know, it's easy to say we're gonna graze all the strings with the same amount of velocity. What's been happening is that if you set up here, you're going to brutalize the low strings in order to sound these and stuff that sounds like that. So, well, you know, I ain't even, you know, doing this decisively, but I can even kind of do it, like, and, you know, sort of slowly, and it'll work. So it's just a matter of doing the correct movement, you know, or, you know, or whatever. So SWAT, it's got some risk to it, and yes, it's like a wind-up. So if you find yourself inherently starting there, then think of it as a wind-up. But really just swing away, and if you like miss the strings, that's better than being too close into them. You might be like, oh shit, I didn't even hit it, come back an 18th of an inch you're there. So that's kind of like embarrassing and feels silly, but it's more optimal right now than being too close into the strings, which is when we hit them too hard. Cool. So we're playing a bunch of rhythms on this strumming pattern page. The first one is just like straight up, just like, and you'll probably be doing this. So. So just do that some. Now do it. Now you're comfortable with that. Kind of think of the upstroke as being in there. You're just not playing. You know. You know, you're like missing, which is what we actually like. Kind of when I'm playing rhythm, my whole hand is just going down up the whole time, and sometimes we click, sometimes we fam. Mostly we hit the strings. Made sense what I just said? Yeah? Alright, cool. So yeah, and our goal with this is to get really fucking good at each rhythm, though getting comfortable with this technique versus the limited range of motion is just going to be difficult. Another thing is if you're not already, you want your arm in this position, not more out in front of the instrument. I don't think that's something you do, but if you do, that kind of facilitates the I'm going to play. So yeah, and the crook of your arm like that, which kind of puts us like there. Cool. So down, 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 or down, back, and the coming back kind of like puts you in better position to be in a wind-up spot. Cool. So just sit good at that. And the steps we're trying to embrace are get good at doing it once through, pause, reassess what did I do wrong, do anything but that the next time, until that actually becomes easy to do it one time, and then 2 times total, until it actually becomes easy, pausing in between, and then looping it'll seem like a formality versus getting good at doing it once and then trying to loop it. So probably it's just like 2 to 4 times of doing it twice or something like that if you've already gotten good at doing it once. So now we're just going chopping wood down, up, down, up. Yeah, so you know my down has some wrist in it, up doesn't as much, but either way it's the range of motion that's important. I think I'm going to go really slow. You know, you're going to be moving decisively, but it's just the right range of motion. And unless you literally slow down to where it's like a harp type sound or whatever, you can do it kind of slowly and carefully, but we're just looking for swinging away. So yeah. Like it says on the page, allow for there to be a step where you just go through it arrhythmic, like completely not worrying about playing in rhythm, where you just like go over, this is what I'm going to be doing, and then the next step is trying to do it in rhythm, and then twice, and then looping it, like it says on the page beside. Cool, so we've got 2 total rhythms now, just down, 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 and I really want you to get fucking good at each one before you move on. That said, you can't just will yourself to be doing this instead of this. That'll be a feel thing where you'll just all of a sudden realize you're doing it correctly. Being consciously focused on it. So we're doing our best to find subsections that are small enough where you can be consciously focused. So rhythm 3 is just half one, half the other is down, 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 up, down, up. Which is in the songs. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and boom, jiggy, jiggy. Rhythm 4, now we're going doom, jiggy, doom. I guess I meant to just go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and if that's not what I was just playing, my bad. And this is like a classic example that can kind of get garbled where the beginning is, and that's why we're doing that 2 steps. Down, jiggy, cool. And now we are playing kind of like a 1, 3, and 4, and here, what am I doing here? Yeah, so now we're playing kind of the knocking on heaven's door rhythm, like. But anyway, so just down, 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 down. So it's 1, 3, 4, but like totally don't count them if you can just hear it. Cool, so then the next one we did, rhythm 6 is our first one that's like two measures long. And it's like a hip hop beat. We're gonna be going dum dum chicky chicky dum chicky. And it's like the last 2 strums that we don't hear as clearly. We're used to, and then there's a chick at the end. So you could just start without doing the first 2 strums. Conceivably, it'd be like. And then there's a at the end, so we're on 1, 2, so and it'll be kind of like an awkward place to stop. So you might, when you're doing step 1 or 2 rather, just go do the first strum again. You can do the same thing with other ones if you're finding it challenging to strap on up. So there we go. Dum dum jig jiggy jiggy dum jig jiggy down 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 up down up down 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 up. Cool. And chicka chicka jiggy jiggy down up pretty much always the time. And we're in this kind of down jiggy jiggy. Anyway, cool. So there we are. And then 7, we just started talking about 3/4 exists, recycles every 3 beats, Oh no, that's right. So we're doing rhythm in element 1. So yeah, what happens in that song? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and not this first arrow, wherever the beginning was, but then it's not there. Cool, so yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and dum, jiggy, jiggy, down, down, up, down, up. Which totally sounds familiar, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just kind of like really appreciating that that's what we're doing. Awesome, and I really mean go through all these steps with each of these rhythms. This might be like 2 hours of work. That said, the part where you just all of a sudden are doing it with feel is going to be a breakthrough that kind of happens all at once, so just try your best. Cool, so then I've got like your overall, here's the shit we're doing page where it says 225, so the strumming patterns, and then we were kind of thinking about what easy songs we should do, and you know, these Johnny Cash songs that are like, you can fully just be like, and also, like I said, if you listen for what he's doing, that'll be pretty representative of what you would be doing, and a lot of the times it'll be exactly that, mimicking. So I'm going to make a separate track for you with the elderly woman. Or no, fuck that, it's like we're at exactly 10 minutes. That's fine. So at exactly 10 minutes in, we're going, and not this, but still accomplishing the same thing by being flush with the instrument, making a C shape, and that makes contact with the 6th string, and it won't get in the way when you're playing G, but it'll mute it when you're playing D, where we'll both hit the A string, and it's not like that's how we always do it, but in this song, it's it's totally fine to play first position chords this way. First position means open strings, as opposed to bar chords. Cool, so. Rhythm, I'd like you to get good at the stuff on the first line. Pause first, so just going. And then you could conceivably just like a song totally might go. Same thing again, but we know how this one goes pretty well. So cool, so there's that, Elderly Woman, Swing Away. And this is definitely a song that's like played, kind of aggressively, like versus one that's played sort of more delicately. So then we talked about alternate time for a second. How money's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which we're totally used to hearing so much that it doesn't even sound weird. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're used to being like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, that happened, and that's also a good riff for you to learn just simple notes, which is when we actually operate in this range of motion versus our Johnny Cash trying to switch back and forth. And it's a fun riff too, super easy. Easiest thing ever. Cool, so there you are.